Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to do a demonstration on an electric skillet, how to use it properly. This particular model is a West Bend Cat 72009. It's vintage, as you can tell from my mother, and I'm really excited to teach you guys how to use it properly. And to help me do that, I'm going to teach how to make churros as well, so I'm excited. Okay, so this electric skillet that we have here has three parts. It has the lid, the vintage lid, right? It has the heat controller right here. Gives you different temperatures and allows you to control how hot the skillet is, and then this is the skillet itself. So before I begin, I just wanted to tell you guys what the purpose of an electric skillet is. Its main focus is to heat or fry basically anything, okay? You can deep fry things in here, you can keep things warm, and one of the things that I found is when your stove is full, a skillet is perfect. It's an additional way to heat things up. So when assembling the skillet, one important thing that I have studied about is that you need to make sure that the heat control is inserted before you plug into the wall, okay? It is just for safety reasons, and it allows everything to work properly. When making churros, the recipe, I've previously made the churro, I guess you could call it dough, beforehand, but the recipe calls for 360 degrees Fahrenheit on the skillet. So if you come close over here, we've got the temperature gauge, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on, and you can see how it goes up. I'm gonna go to around 360, the arrow is right here. So about right there. I'm gonna go ahead and let it heat up. So I can already feel the skillet starting to warm up. You have to be very careful that when you're testing the temperature, you never ever go too close, and also just trust the gauge. It's usually always right. This particular recipe does not call for a specific amount of vegetable oil. It actually says like 3/8 full in the skillet, so that the churros can kind of float and get covered in the oil. So I'm going to go ahead and carefully add that, basically till it covers the whole skillet. So you will know when the skillet is ready and at the temperature, the desired temperature, when the light that we saw before, the orange light, is off. So this means that our oil is at the correct temperature. So we can go ahead and start putting the churros in. And I'm actually going to have my wonderful assistant help me to cut them into the oil. You have to be very, 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 very careful. Okay, there's one churro. Woohoo! So they're just cooking away. I've been watching the time. I'm probably gonna do about 20 more seconds, making sure that all the sides are brown before taking them out. The time is up, and if you look closely, you can see that this one is nice and brown. And I'm going to put it on a paper towel, dry it off a bit so that there's not too much grease on it, and go ahead and stick it directly into the cinnamon sugar. So once you're done with all your churros, you're gonna go ahead and make sure that the skillet is all the way off. Again, be careful, it can get really hot down there. It's going to be all the way off, and you're going to go ahead and dispose of the oil. I usually just stick it in an old can, and you can go ahead and unplug it. And once I've dumped out the oil, I'll show you how to make sure it's all clean. Okay, so cleaning the skillet is pretty simple. You just have to be really careful. Make sure that it's completely cooled. All the oil is gone, and that the place where the heat control goes in, that never gets in the water, okay? So it says you can actually use water and soap, so just keep this end out of the water. Rinse it completely, go ahead and dry it with, for example, a paper towel to get everything clean and good to go. And to store it, you just put the heat control back inside and put the lid on, and you're good. Thanks for watching.